Recently, I was at a meeting with dietitians who consulted for senior living communities. And one of the hot topics at this meeting was postmenopausal osteoporosis. Little did they know that I was doing a little research of my own on this topic. So why is this disease so important to study? It is estimated that 1 in every 2 women will develop osteoporosis after the age of 50. Just take a look around. That's 50% of the women in the room today. And it's only diagnosed once you have a fracture. That's why it's commonly referred as a silent disease. Almost gives you the chills, right? And once you've already had a fracture, your risk for the second fracture goes up to 85%. Fractures decrease your quality of life, increase pain, suffering, and even risk of death. Despite this, a large number of people are not on medications for osteoporosis. The reason being compliance. Compliance is a big issue with these medications. One of the most common drugs prescribed for osteoporosis causes GI problems like stomach upset, heartburn, nausea. Who would want to deal with these problems on a daily basis? What if we could, like Hippocrates said, use food as our medicine and avoid these problems? That is what our study aimed to do. We wanted to see if watermelon, our food of choice, would be able to treat or delay postmenopausal osteoporosis. Watermelon contains important bioactive components that could possibly play a role in bone health. But how? Over here on my display, you see the process of bone remodeling. This is happening in every single one of us at this very moment. In the women here today, actually in the men too, but to a much lesser extent, estrogen is highly regulating this process, particularly limiting the bone resorption or bone breakdown. So when estrogen is removed from our body due to menopause, you have increased bone breakdown with not enough bone buildup to follow, causing an imbalance in the system. This leads to extremely weak and fragile bones like seen here. In our study, we fed mice watermelon in hopes that it would restore that balance. But unfortunately, we did not find very much. We found that a moderate amount of watermelon fed to the mice marginally helped bone in the spine, and unfortunately, higher amounts of it caused weight gain. But we do not know why. So what now? Although watermelon itself is not the answer, research in this area is important and it needs to continue to advance. And as a dietitian in the works, I recommend that any woman who is concerned about this eat a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and obtain adequate amounts of calcium and vitamin D. This will help you avoid the silent disease. Thank you so much for your attention.